Alrighty, beautiful people. In today's lecture, I'm going to be talking about complacency in day trading. Majority of you guys have just gotten to the position in life right now where you've kind of just been failing for so long and you don't know if this is going to even work for you and you're just kind of demotivated, right? And I want to tell you guys about a story when I was unprofitable. Now, before I tell this story, I'm not looking for empathy or sympathy at all. And I pray to God that none of you guys ever get to this position, but this is just how my life was. And I swear to God, this is the actual truth. I'm not just saying this for roses or anything, but basically, when I was unprofitable, because of how it took me a very long time, right? I was unprofitable for 4.5 years. On like the third year, when I would pray to God, I would literally sit there and ask God. I would tell him, if you're not going to give me what I want, God, in terms of how much money I want, please just kill me. Like, it was to that extent of how bad and how poor my life was going. I would sit there and I would literally be asking God. I literally asked God. I remember I did this multiple times. I was like, God, if you're not going to allow me to make a lot of money and this isn't for me, please just kill me. Like, I was literally asking God to kill me. So I understand what you guys are feeling like no other person. I understand how difficult your life is going, but what you need to understand is as you progress and as you go on without your life and you're trying to make more money as a whole, you're going to get tested, right? With a bunch of different things to see if you are worthy to get throughout the next stage in your life, to be able to make more money, to buy the car you want to buy, to do the things that you want to do. These are all direct tests from God in terms of how you're feeling emotionally. And what I can tell you guys is it's much easier to be complacent, right? When God is actively testing you after blowing an account, it's much easier to say, you know what? I'm going to go have my girlfriend come over and I'm going to just chill with her in bed because that will comfort me and make me feel better. It's much easier to sit there and say, you know what? I'm going to go out this weekend or I'm going to go out tonight with my friends and I'm going to go to the bar after blowing a funded account. It's much easier to say, you know what? I'm not going to backtest, forward test, journal after blowing an account. I just want to lay in bed and scroll TikTok. But with that comes a cost, right? You need to understand if you aren't willing to do the things that you know you should be, there will be someone out there that is willing to do his very best that will beat you in all metrics of life. There is someone out there, I want you to understand, the moment you blow your funded account, there's also someone out there that also blows his funded account, but he's willing to backtest that trade that blew his account. He's willing to journal that trade that blew his account, and he's willing to forward test for the rest of the session instead of sitting there and saying, I blew my funded account, I'm going to go lay in bed. There's someone out there that is willing to do the things that you are not willing to do, and that person will beat you, and you will remain the same. There's someone out there that is willing to get a mentor and fully lock in. There is someone out there that is willing to do these things that will beat you in all metrics of life. And this is one thing I didn't realize and I didn't understand because as I was in that dark spot where I was asking God to kill me, or please God make me successful or kill me, when I literally was directly asking God that, I also didn't understand and didn't realize that I wasn't working hard. That's why I'm such an advocate for it now. Because if I knew exactly what to do back then, if I could go back when I was 15 and tell myself exactly what to do day to day, it wouldn't have taken me 4.5 years. And it's the same thing for you guys. A lot of you guys need to understand you only have so much time and so much tolerance until you're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to just live my life normally. Like either number one, you're just so stubborn like you were like how I was, where I was just so stubborn to the point where I was like, I will not accept defeat. Or number two, you're going to just get pent up stress and you don't have any tolerance for it left. And you're just like, you know what? It's not for me. I'm going to just give up and I'm going to go down the normal route. Now, if that scares you, which I know it just scared a lot of you guys, you need to understand the only thing that will get you out of that stage is literally working harder than everyone else. That's not just a term that I want to misuse, and that's not a term that I just want to loosely throw around. I am literally telling you, if you want to get to your goals as fast as physically possible, the only realistic way you're going to get there is by working harder than everyone else. And a lot of you guys have known this in the back of your head, yet you want to be complacent. I wish I could scream this at myself when I was broke. I wish I could scream this at myself when I was contemplating taking my own life. I wish I could tell myself this. But it's really interesting how God works. God, I guess, wants you to learn in a very difficult way some things because maybe it'll serve you a purpose in the future. Maybe God made me eat shit for 4.5 years because now I can sit here and yap on a YouTube video and tell you how I went through the exact same things as you guys. And I understand your frustration. I understand how difficult the journey is for you right now. I understand how much stress you're facing in your life. I understand all the issues that you could possibly tell me. But what I want you to understand is if you want to get to where you want to go in terms of how much money you want to make, you need to remove all of those excuses because no one at the end of the day cares, right? I understand. I feel empathetic for some of you guys because of your life circumstances, but you also need to understand me caring or not caring or you caring or not caring is not going to change anything. You feeling empathetic about yourself of saying, oh, my life sucks, poor boohoo me. Let me just go hang out with my girlfriend after I blew my funded, or let me just go be complacent, or let me go to the bar with my friends, let me go hang out with my friends, let me go do something that will drive complacency in my life. No one will care about, right? You feeling sorry for yourself will do nothing but hurt you more. And instead, if you just switched your mental frame to say, you know what, I'm not going to accept this shit life, because that's how it is for a majority of you guys. A lot of you guys have just been failing for so long where you're just okay with your life circumstances. You're okay with the car that you drive. You're okay with the house that you live in. You're okay with the amount of money that you make. But deep down, deep down in your heart, you know you want so much more, right? The only reason why you're complacent with where you are and you're okay with where you are is because you feel like it's impossible to get to that next stage. But like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, these are all just simply tests from God to see if you are worthy of beating everyone else. Because actively, when you make more money than everyone else, that is literally the same as you saying you're just beating everyone else. You're doing better than everyone else. That means you're beating everyone else. So in order for you to beat everyone else, you need to pray to God, number one. Number two, you need to work harder than everyone else. And then you get to exactly wherever you want to get to in life. Guys, there's literally nothing that I do nowadays that I don't get. Like, if I set my mind to actually wanting something, I end up getting it. Because I pray to God every day and I work harder than everyone else. That's literally how it is. Literally, I started my Discord and I started YouTube in January, which is a very short amount of time. It's only 6 months. And I just worked harder than everyone else. And I prayed to God and asked God to give me exactly what I wanted to do. And now I'm competing with some of the top guys in the space, in the trading space. I am competing with these people in only 6 months. And this has been my life story, right? Not obviously my life story, but since I've been successful, that has been my life story. I literally, the way that I got whatever I wanted in this life is literally with the mental frame of saying, I'm going to work harder than everyone else. I'm not going to get complacent. I'm going to pray to God to everyone. I'm going to pray to God and beat everyone. And that's the way that I'm going to get there, right? And that's literally all I did. And that's what I want you guys to understand. You ask yourself right now, how do I become a profitable day trader? And you don't understand that is literally the formula. And deep down, you know it's the formula. Deep down, you understand. You know that backtesting, forward testing, journaling, having a relationship with God, doing all of the things you know you could possibly do, getting a mentorship, all of these things, you know that deep down in your heart will allow you to get to profitability. You just don't want to come to reality with it. Now, why is this? Well, that's for you to ask yourself, right? I don't know why that is for you, but you need to ask yourself, why don't you do those things every single day, Monday through Sunday, hours out of your day? Why don't you do those things? If it takes you roughly 10,000 hours to become a pro at something, you know if you do all of those things for roughly 8 hours a day, you'll be so much closer to that 10,000 hour benchmark than everyone else, right? And who knows, I repeated this in another video, if you attempt to get to that 10,000 hour, maybe it only takes you 3,000 because you've shown God that you are more worthy than other people. Hey God, look, I'm working 8 to 10 hours a day. I'm trying to get to that 10,000 hour. Okay, let me give my creation a break and let me just give him 3,000 hours and get him to where he wants to get to in life, 3,000 hours instead of 10,000. And then boom, you end up making it and you beat everyone and you make more money than everyone else. And my advice is to a very particular person. My advice is to people who want change and progression in their hands and the control in their hands. This isn't advice to just anyone. right? I'm not just a day trader that just gives day trading advice. I'm giving you direct advice that could change your entire life, right? This is the mental frame. I don't want to see my viewers being unprofitable for years and years and years and just going through trials and tribulations, trying to figure it out, hating their life throughout the entire journey, hating the car that they live in, disgusted with their life circumstances, because that's what I was. Guys, the amount of extent, I want you guys to really put this into perspective. I was literally sitting on my prayer mat asking God to kill me. Like that was genuinely the extent to how much I hated my life. And the only reason why I'm telling you that is because I know exactly what you are feeling right now, and I know the exact solutions, and I've been giving you the exact solutions to all your problems. Back testing, forward testing, journaling, having a relationship with God, and joining a mentorship. Those 5 things will alter the entire trajectory of your life, if you allow it to. But the question is why are you not doing those 5 things? I understand it's difficult. I understand. I'm not saying it's so easy to do those 5 things. But what I'm saying is, why are you not doing that every day? Why do you just not want to get to that standpoint? Why? You need to ask yourself this question. Why? Is it your ego? Is it you feel like you can do it without it? Why? Because I am telling you, as someone who has some of the best product fulfillment in the trading space throughout my Discord, this is verified. You guys can check my TikTok story every day. I post at least 5 to 15 member payouts on my TikTok story daily. I am telling you how I've gotten all of those people to profitability is by those 5 things. Back testing, forward testing, journaling, having a relationship with God, and joining a mentorship. Those 5 things I have implemented in all my Discord members, and that's why I get 5 to 15 members getting payouts a day. That's exactly what it was. It wasn't a magic super secret strategy. My strategy is very simplistic, and I teach it very, very effectively, and it works really well, and it makes people money. It wasn't some magic indicator or some magic time or some magic pill or this super secret 90% win rate strategy. It was none of those things. And you know it's none of those things. These gurus have just been feeding you lies this entire time. They've been literally promoting this bullshit on YouTube, and you guys fall for it every time. You guys don't understand. This is why it kind of makes me crazy in my mind. Those 5 things will literally change the entire course and trajectory of your life. Forever. So the question is, and the question I want to leave you guys off with, to ask yourself, why is it you are not doing those 5 things daily? You lack the discipline? Okay, so then if you lack the discipline, then this entire trading shit and entrepreneurship and making a lot of money is probably not for you, right? If you can't find the discipline to do those 5 things, because it's really not that difficult at the end of the day, then you're probably not going to make it. The truth hurts and the truth burns, but that's the reality. But if you are simultaneously, and like on the flip side, if you are willing to do those 5 things, I promise you, you will get so much closer to your goals than you could have ever imagined. These people, bro, I get DMs every single day. I got messages in my Discord every day. Salman, you've changed my life. Salman, you've changed my life. Salman, you've changed my life. And I'm telling you, all that has changed for them in their day-to-day life to allow them to start getting exactly what they want throughout this life is those 5 things. And if you guys can just get to that point, I promise you, it will benefit you so much. Anyways, y'all, I love you guys. If you guys need anything from me, DM me on Instagram. If this video helped you out, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Just let me know what your thoughts were. I'll see you guys on the next lecture. Let's crush it. It's Sunday. New week, new opportunities, a bunch of new things happening this week. Let's fucking crush it. Let's make a lot of money. Let's keep doing better than everyone else. Let's beat everyone else in all metrics of human life. Let's work harder than everyone else. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.